And then watch him fucking blowing people going, I'm horny Smurf. That's not right.
And I have blue balls. Yes.
Yeah, he's all used up inside.
Wow.
Something really, really bad happened to me.
And it was not the GM's idea either.
Something to do with Alex Kinley. You hear the name Kinley a lot.
Well done. Governor. I know Alex Kinley.
So I tell him that the internet is a small box with a red light on it that's kept in Big Ben, and it's wireless, and everybody can connect to it.
It
And
seems
it's
to make
like a
sense
big-
with what he already knows.
It's like a library,
Mm.
an infinite library. And we should go to Big Ben and steal it.
I get out my phone and try to connect to it.
Yeah, he's been rolling pretty good. He might actually make this computer use
Where's
roll.
the card catalog?
It's called Google. Go to www.google.com.
Nope.
Okay, I pick up my phone and I show him the page for Google.
Okay.
And you just type whatever you want in that box, like Smurf porn.
Money.
There's always porn of something on the internet. It's an endless repository of porn. Just letting you know. So I type in Smurf porn and click.
No.
He's trying to make you lose sanity. What do you do?
Look away.
It'd be more alarming if he came up going. So, right. After spending a week trying to show each other Smurf pornography while you're on your mindfulness retreats, what would you guys like to do?
Oh gosh.
Wow.
The only lead I have is Brand, as far as I can tell. That and the skate park where everybody died. We haven't investigated
all kinds
that.
of shit going on. Tons of shit going on.
So
I'm not remembering you telling us anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you want us to go to a different world?
We could try.
Dimension?
I stick my head back
Reality.
through the door.
Is there any way back to my world?
I'm afraid that's not a time machine.
There's a head sticking out of your door. You don't.
However,
remember
you
coming
would
with
get
it.
along really well in the Wild West village. That would be your speed.
Let's
Alright.
not go to that
Know
blue
that.
one.
Yeah, no blue.
No Smurf Village. Dana,
No.
were you listening to our private psychology sessions?
Yes, we're not going there.
Shame
either.
on you. We had a white noise machine going and everything.
Some other lady you don't know sticks her head in from a different window and says, "I was listening to."
There's no windows. Yeah.
And how does that make you feel, man?
I'm kind of horny, she says.
Really? Cool. Want to get it on?
Yeah.
All right, you guys got to excuse me for a minute.
Cut to he's back later. He's got blue makeup on. It's not right. He's wearing a white hat. There was some role play involved apparently. Consenting adults doing horrible thing. And you did hear snatches of la 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 la
La,
la.
la, 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 yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
I no longer have blue balls.
Actually, you kind of literally do right now. But
Yeah, I know. This is going to be a great insanity. I like this one. So, well, I'll pick that one up first, then the ketamine.
There you go.
All right, we got a plan.
Yeah. So anyway, today is the day you guys are supposed to be going and getting back on a jet plane to fly the fuck out of India before you break it.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking through my notes.
As you're leaving the mindfulness retreat in order to go back to the airport and stuff, all the fucking hippies are telling the people here namaste. Everybody give me Hindi rolls, please.
Fail.
Perfect. Holy shit.
Nope.
I made Hindi.
Excellent. You get a check in Hindi and in learning. They're all telling the people hello as they're leaving. The people are like, namaste, they say back in the most patronizing manner possible, because white people believe namaste is a lot like aloha.
Mm.
Yeah.
I say goodbye in Hindi.
They look like, oh shit, how did this one slip through? All right. No problem. Everybody's like, no, it's namaste. And the Indian guys are like, goodbye. So, yeah, you guys get back to the airport. You get back on the jet. You do a long fucking flight back to the States, and then they're hop back to California. Seems to take forever.
Yep. Yeah, that's one heck of a trip. What's the in-flight movie?
It's a pick your own movie type of thing, although you can tell that you're not in the regular world, because they do have a lot of airplane disaster movies and stuff that are available. Yeah. Because that's the kind of shit I think they should show in the in-flight movie. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so cut to, you guys are back in your house. You've managed to sleep off your jet lag. They're still reorganizing the studio thing, because you've got some time before you need to start shooting season 2, because they're pretty much just hammering out as many as possible, of Handy. Yeah, everybody's talking about Handy. Arm falls off. Handy. It is the weirdest, lamest shit ever. Yeah, you did hear a lot about, apparently people are going missing and stuff like that, but it was just like scuttlebutt you heard going through the airport. You guys don't have people coming and demanding that you find things out, so
Right. So yeah, you guys haven't been to the gates of hell yet, but there's a temple with a black telephone in it that's very dangerous to use, but you can ask it any question you like, ask to be connected with any mythical figure you like, and get answers to your questions. That's one thing we could do.
Curious about these missing people.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you haven't seen any newspapers, and you're not sure how it would be possible to get any kind of information without a newspaper.
Okay, I show him the New York Times on my phone.
I go to the library.
He gets up and walks out of the room. Give me a driving roll as they hear a car start. They just sit there in the kitchen looking at each other. Give me a driving roll. I want to see how this plays out.
Hey!
Right, one of the cars is...
Okay.
Second drive.
He's gone. Okay, what do you want to do?
I back the car out, and then I try to call them.
Oh, sure. Give me a computer use roll to make the fucking paperweight do something. Oh
Hey! I made it.
No
It
problem.
did something.
Rock, you begin to hear, I'm too sexy for my love. Too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
All right, I pick up my phone. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Glenn,
Hello.
you took off. Yeah.
Hello. Is this
Hi.
thing on?
It is on. Talking to the bottom of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put
I
it
got
up
the
to your
car
ear.
out. Hello?
Hello.
You hear him moving around for no reason at all. It's like talking to one of these old people.
I got the car out. I'm going to the library.
Oh, let's come with. Wait for us. We'll get in the car with you.
Okay.
All
How do you
right.
hang this thing up?
Just press the red
There's no
thing
red
with a
thing
U
on there.
shape on it.
It's like a skittering around. Eventually, you might either turn it off or break it. You're not sure.
All right, so we get in the car with them.
No problem. Yeah.
While we're on the way, I'll look up this stuff in the New York Times.
Oh, all right.
People.
Apparently, they've got actual news reports on television that you can watch online now in the New York Times because they're desperate to have anybody actually buy their paper. Desperate. Anyway, they're thinking about launching a "We'll pay you to read the paper, please don't leave us" campaign, but it's not really economically viable. Let's see. Another bloodless corpse has been discovered in downtown San Angeles. The following scenes are extremely graphic, so if there are any small children or people with heart problems, they should leave the state immediately. Ah! You hear a lot of screaming and shit and sucking noises as various horrific bodies are filmed seemingly at random.
Oh,
In the difference, you're like, what the fuck is that? In a different story, police are baffled as number of missing persons continues to climb. Reporter: what can you tell us about this, Chief? Chief of Police: well, at first it was just the homeless, and as you know, Cheryl, no one gives a shit about them. The camera cuts to reporter who goes, and then it cuts back to the chief. But then real people start disappearing, not just the freeloaders, bums, vagrants, blacks, and foreigners, and it was then we knew we had to act. And Cheryl, the reporter, says, it seems to be quite an epidemic. Back to you, Roger. Roger in the studio: thanks, Cheryl. But it's not just the police who are looking for the cause of the disappearances. It appears that clueless people dressed as superheroes have been wandering around the downtown area looking for answers. They then cut to 3 Spider-Men converging on some construction workers and demanding to know about the disappearances. The construction workers beat the shit out of them. Then we cut over to film showing various vehicles badly done as superhero cars cruising slowly at random around the downtown area near the where they had all those brutal gang slayings and stuff, as well as holding up traffic. Roger: as you can see, people with absolutely no idea of what is going on are out in force and attempting to badly protect the streets. As of yet, no one has reported any success. Over to you, Kim. Kim: next up, the dark world of feeding kittens into wood chippers. Did the Democrats really do that, or is this just a leading headline? Stay tuned to find out after these commercials.
Sounds like vampires.
And
sounds like vampires to me too. I've got some contacts down by the gates of hell in the homeless community. We could ask them what was happening to if they knew anything about the people. We ask around them there.
Well, this has been going on for a while. I've got one more story for you in the thing. By the way, the information at the library will not be as good as apparently what they're doing on TV because there's less pictures. Last story. Reporter: a vigil is being held at the Baimon Sci-Fi Con as yet more and more superheroes have gone missing. On the scene, a reporter is talking to a group of very geeky-looking people. Reporter: how many superheroes have gone missing? Kid: at least 10. Reporter: did they realize they were not really superheroes? Everybody stares at her and the kid goes, you suck. Reporter turns back to the camera and say, delusional idiots who wear their underwear on the outside of their clothing have gone missing. This reporter speculates they've merely forgotten where they live and are wandering the city. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, I'm gonna Google if there's like a Justice League in town or a superhero league.
There are 4 Justice Leagues in town and several others that are running to be Justice Leagues but are something else.
Okay, so we can either drive on down to one of the Justice Leagues, or we can drive down to the place where I get my drugs and question the homeless people. Or those are some leads. We should probably bring Brandon on this. He probably has some tips for how to fight vampires at some point when we've got something solid.
Okay.
Any other ideas for leads?
Those sound like a good start.
Oh, give me a navigate roll there, Mister. I'm driving this car.
Land navigation?
Yep.
Oh boy. Nope.
There is no fucking library in this town. Why would they lie about it?
I think they moved the library.
I bring up the San Angeles Public Library on
In
Google Maps.
1924, it was right here.
I bring up the San Angeles Public Library on Google Maps and start the directions.
All right, no problem. Eventually, you guys are taken to a whole different library. There it is. Cool. You go in there. It's mostly either women with kids that the kids are wanting to read as many fucking horrible books as possible, and the women don't want to show out big money for a book that will interest their kid for a few minutes, or the homeless. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the main crowd that's now in the libraries.
I've never been here. What's this place like?
They seem to have a lot of hard copy in here for some reason. You say looking around. Weird. Kind of makes you feel all.
Who reads? Right. My God, I had no idea that there was an entire building dedicated to reading. How weird.
Research time.
He looks around. Just in looking around, seems like most of the actual books have been replaced with either fluff pieces or children's books or stuff like that. Fortunately for you guys, enough of the homeless have gone missing where you actually can have a place to sit or whatever without tripping over some sleeping vagrant. That's awesome.
Okay. I'm going to Google research in the library.
No problem. You guys have many comedic scenes in the library. Unless there was something different you were wanting to research, you've gotten the information. So,
vampires.
Research vampires. Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad. They suck blood. They were in films. The mythology on them varies widely depending on who you listen to. I don't even need a research roll for that one. Oh, look. The vampire Lestat. There was a famous one who actually wrote down. Oh wait, it says it's fiction. Never mind. You say.
Yeah, he had a rock band and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to research here?
I'm
just boggling. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would like to find out where the dead bodies were found and put them on a map.
Ooh. Right. The library's not keen on you setting up what they call a crazy wall. I found out that is the actual police term for it because I was asking a friend of mine who's he's a lieutenant in the police force of Detroit. I said, "What's the term for this?" And he's like, "Crazy wall." I was like, "Come on, there's got to be a better term." No, that's what it's called. But the library is not really for you setting up a crazy wall on their property. But you do it anyway because it feels fucking good. Nobody knows. So yeah, you set it up, and it seems to you. Give me everybody can give me evidence analysis roll since you set up a really lovely crazy wall.
Success.
No.
Wow. Did you fumble again?
I think I did.
That's fucking great. I like how often you fumble. It makes me happy inside because
that was a fumble.
Nice.
That probably affects on how they're able to view it. Is this? I already successfully made it.
Yeah, she does. She goes, wait a minute. If we were to move this to here and this to here, and then there's a big arrow pointed at the library, and she goes, ah, because it's the library you're in, and it shows a giant arrow that's pointing toward it.
Okay, I made my evidence analysis roll, so I'm going to try and put things back to rights.
Well, I can roll to get rid of the fumble aspect on that. The hero point, is that how does that work? A D6 onto it?
No,
you get to re-roll.
You just re-roll?
Flat out re-roll, yeah.
Okay.
If you can roll another 97, then you are sad person.
And this is absolutely right. Okay, it's not a fumble, it's not a success.
Oh, okay. She doesn't know what it means, but you guys, did anybody actually make theirs?
Yeah, I made my evidence analysis not by half. No. Okay.
Do you remember the what's it called? The area that all the gangs were killed, the gang was killed in? Do you remember that area?
The skate park thing?
Yes. Yes. By Joe, she take a card for paying attention and shit. Yes.
Yeah.
That seems to be the central focus area of unhappiness.
Okay.
So they're coming out of the gate.
What's in that area of town?
Skate park.
Just a skate park?
Well, it's also like where a really nasty gang used to hang out. And then for some reason, the government came and killed them or something like that. Bad shit happened. Yeah. They're dead now. New gang has moved in that is just as ugly and mean and shit as the old one.
Right.
Didn't you say there was a gate by the skate park?
No. Oh, did he?
I was talking to Rock.
I don't remember a gate by the skate park. No.
I thought that's what Rand said.
Thought that was why it came up before.
Yeah, because that's where Rand came out, I thought.
Oh, Rand, yeah. He was talking about the skate park.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, Scott and Sheila, each of you take a card for paying attention as the guy with the porn mustache has a faraway look in his eye.
Okay, so apparently that's where the gate to the vampire dimension is. If vampires are coming in and killing people and feeding on them, and that's where Brand came through.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Rock, give me a memory roll for something. It shows you going down.
At a quarter.
There was not a gate there. I mean, there may have been a gate there, but when you went by there, you didn't see a big gate.
Right. Is there a school by there?
There's a nursery school, for like kids, little small kids, tiny.
Okay. Well, we could call Brandon. I think we should get some wooden stakes and some garlic and stuff.
Sounds legit. Before we leave the library, I want to research about these computer things.
And you're reading hard copy to learn how to use.
Yes.
Sure. Give me a computer or give me a research roll there. You're in a library. This is where men research, not the weird paperweights.
And I've got a critical card.
You want to get a critical on researching about computers?
You might want to get a critical on the computer use.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of better things to get a critical on other than, here's the history of computers. They started really big and got smaller as time went on. Now you can have one in your pocket.
Well, if that won't climatize me to modern stuff, then
oh God, no. Do you know do you imagine the most inept old person you've ever seen trying to use a fucking computer?
No.
You're worse than that.
I'm not dumb. I got a ton of learning.
No. Not dumb. That's just beyond their kin.
Yeah, your best bet is to go to a dimension that doesn't have computers.
I rolled research at half, so
cool. Yeah. It shows big room-sized computers, and you're like, "Wow, science!"
Okay.
Yeah, you're until your computer using skill slowly, painfully, and with a lot of people making fun of it, climbs up to, I would say the average person these days, like if they're under 30 or whatever, probably got like a 50 or 60 in making their fucking cell phone do shit, whereas you've got like a third or less of that. It's like, I own a cell phone. If it rings, I push the green. When I'm done, I push red. Then I put it away and tell the grandkids to call more. So I'll send them a letter asking them to call me.
Okay.
Yeah. People just have a problem with paradigm shifts and stuff. So you guys sit in the library.
I have no idea how to use this place.
Okay. Do you want to call Brand first, or just go down to the skate park and see what's up?
I want to get some steaks and garlic first, just in case we run into something.
It shows you
I
guys
thought you
are
were
fucking
vegetarian.
Oh,
Oh, that's hard. Okay.
yikes. Wah wah.
Wah, wah.
So
I mean, I've got a sword. We can probably just cut their head off.
Yeah, I got sword too. The homeless people look at us funny.
they've learned to keep clear of you guys because yeah.
I would really like steaks and garlic and maybe holy wafers.
Okay.
Tell me if you ever leave this building. Otherwise, you can sit there and go, I want a hamburger, I want a hot dog.
All right, we're going to Home Depot and we're getting some wooden steaks. I get in the car.
Great. Yeah, they actually probably sell wooden steaks for like those kind of campers that demand that they don't want to use plastic steaks because you're in California and it's not biodegradable.
It's not organic.
Yeah.
I want organic steaks, please.
They have
meat.
they have organic steaks with no GMOs in them.
Free range wooden steaks.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, you pick those up and yeah, for ease they use dagger skill, or knife skill,
Oh.
Okay. Knife skill's good.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I feel good. Let's check out the skate park area.
Okay, so you've got a bunch of wooden steaks. That's it. No garlic, no holy water, no vanilla wafers, none of that shit. Just steaks.
Just steaks and swords, yeah.
Okay, where would you like to keep the steaks? Are you wearing them in, like, say, a large bandana across your chest and something like that, or are you carrying around a Home Depot bag with all the steaks pointy end up so they don't go through the fucking bottom and embarrass you? How are we doing this?
I think a bag in the back seat of the car or the trunk makes sense.
Excellent. You put all your gear in the trunk and lock it securely. Excellent. Would you like to just break the key off and the lock and go there? Nobody's getting that shit. That's ours.
With all the surveillance equipment and everything, yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah. There's forgotten about equipment just moldering in the trunk and shit from past.
My balaclava.
Oh yeah. All kinds of shit's just laying there waiting to fucking have somebody open the trunk and go, oh, what's this old shit? Oh, it looks like the battery exploded and melted all over this shit a long time ago.
And I'm going to go to the sporting goods store and get another pair of binoculars because I keep losing my binoculars.
We already did that.
No,
I lost them again.
India.
What?
I lost them again. I don't know. I think my binoculars have legs.
Okay.
That's why he buys them one at a time.
I buy a bottle of water with a squirt top, and I bless it.
All right. Great.
Here you go. Holy water.
Oh, very nice. You a priest?
I'm Catholic.
Well, if you're Catholic, then we need a priest, don't we?
No, anyone plus holy water.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
It's the weaker grade. Not as high a proof.
Not a sacrament. Doesn't matter.
This is going to be a good time. Right. Would you like to come back at night and try to do this, or just go in during the daytime? Like close to noon, see if you can have naked parade time for the vampires, or what?
I guess I'm going to pick up some garlic, too, just in case.
No problem. You could buy a whole bunch of cloves of garlic for hardly any money. It's amazing.
That's what I want, and I want to make 3 garlic necklaces.
Okay, great. Would you make crowns of garlic?
No. Just something to wear around our necks.
No problem. Do you have any kind of basket weaving or weaving skill or something? I'm just kind of curious as to how this is going to go.
I'm going to put a string through each piece of garlic and tie it off,
Uh-huh.
What do you want? Rope use?
Sure, go for it. I'm just curious to see if you're gonna lynch yourself here because if you roll anything like Sheila's been rolling, you may just hang yourself,
Huh.
which would make me fucking happy as hell.
I'm looking for an applicable skill right now, Logan. Does
Just try
anybody?
rolling. Just try hit the dice first. Look for
Right.
skill second. It's always better this way. You suck. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So right, no problem. It doesn't look very good. Occasionally a clump may fall off, but generally you've got stuff around your neck that's garlic flavored. Yeah.
Okay.
People look at you like you're some sort of fucking mutant or old Italian woman who has turned into a porn stash wielding guy. Maybe it's your alter identity. No problem.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. Do you want to go at night? You're muted, Scott.
Why did you mute yourself?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I don't know. They're probably hiding during the day.
Yeah, they usually only come out at night because they'll be in their coffins during the day, right?
No. If we knew where their coffins were, it'd be better to go during the day.
When did the skate park attack occur?
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but at time of day.
Nighttime, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like yeah. Sounds like we should check it out at night.
Okay.
So you wanted to go vampire hunting at night. Is that correct?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
More of a recon at this point.
We're forgetting to call Bram too. We should
Well, I
call
was
Bram.
gonna say it is daytime. You could go wandering around and see what's going on if you wanted
He probably knows how to do this. Maybe we
Right.
should.
All right. I'm gonna give Brand a call.
Yes.
Bram, we got some vampire action. We need your help.
Are you sure, or are you just calling to fuck with me again?
No, I'm not calling the fuck with you this time. This time I'm saying vampire, and I mean it.
Have you seen the vampire?
No, we've heard news reports of bloodless corpses being left around town, and we saw an attack on the news and sucking noises of something sucking blood, and we suspect there's vampire activity in San Angeles centered around the skate park where you showed up by.
I'll tell you what. Find out where the lair is, then give me a call. I will get some preparations going, okay?
Good, thank you.
He hangs up.
All right. All right.
Chose block piece of wood. Too cheap to go to Home Depot. Yeah.
All right, blah. Let's check it out during the day, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys go down there in the taxi. The taxi driver tells you he's going to drop you off about a block from your destination.
Ah.
Why?
Because the neighborhood's really bad, man, he says.
Okay.
The Crips moved in after the
Is that a
Devils
gang?
died. Yeah. Yeah, it's a gang, he says.
Okay.
All right. He drives you out there, drops you off, asks for a better
Bootleggers?
tip. Sure, he says. Whatever, man. They all of them are wearing boots, I think. Yep. All right. See ya. It's a pretty horrible neighborhood. This is the kind of place where if you wanted to buy illegal bathtub gin, then you would definitely go there, Glenn.
Yeah. Mind the speakeasies.
That's right. This neighborhood's so run down, even the prostitutes are having a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah.
You see kids walking on the sidewalk, intentionally stepping on the cracks. That kind of neighborhood.
Kids these days.
Yelling, die, bitch, die every time. It's just not good. You guys eventually get over to the skate park. There's some skating going on, but it looks like a lot of very dangerous looking people and a lot of posers also are kind of mixing and having a lot of talking to each other and giving dark, brooding glances at various people, including you guys. There are some. This isn't the kind of area where tourists are going to get knifed. I mean, they've got a big memorial thing still set up, even though it's been a couple of months, with like pictures of people who died and stuff like that. So it's not as bad as the cab driver's making it out to be, but after dark, you could definitely get stabbed to death here. There's no big obvious gates and shit sitting around. Did anybody actually see or find out where the gate was before? The only one with any knowledge of it seems to have managed to block it out of his memories. You just see a bunch of Smurfs gathered around him and him going, "I'm a naughty boy," and all of them are doing unspeakable things to him. This apparently has replaced the footage in his brain of where the gate was.
Well, I think Brand just said by the skate park. So what's by the skate park?
Not a lot. There's a lot of shit that's near. I mean,
shitty houses.
Oh, sure. There's tenements and apartments, and there's convenience stores and just normal poor people's shit.
Yeah, I'm going to give Brand another call.
Okay. Well, you're needing to find out exactly where the gate is from?
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
He tells you. You are able to walk over and go, okay, and this is here, and this is, he's like, you were standing right about where it was.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Brand.
Yeah.
All right, so what's in that area?
Nothing now. I mean, there's just shit. There's nothing that makes you raise an eyebrow or twitch a porn stash. Nothing. You guys are totally baffled. You do see three Captain Americas going by and the gang watching them. Like, if they're here after dark, we're gonna kill all of them.
All right.
So there's.
It appears that right in the skate park area is where the gang is hanging out. And the superheroes seem reluctant to get really close to the gang hangout. Outside of the area, there's superheroes cruising around and posing dramatically and carrying hammers and bad wigs and just pretty much every stereotypical trope you can think of.
Captain Hammer.
Can I walk up to one of these superheroes? Are they out of their cars? Or are they cruising around?
Yeah, you want to approach one of the three Captain Americas, or do you want to go outside of the area to find a different superhero that you like the look of better?
One of the three captains, I kind of tug on my my garlic necklace and say, "Hey, how did you guys get into this business?"
Hello, Garlic Man.
Garlic Man, yes.
Well, we just are trying to fight for justice. Can we talk over here away from the scary-looking gang guys? They're looking at us.
Sure.
Great. You guys get a little further away. The gang guys watching narrowly. One of them is stroking a shirt where he may have concealed a pistol under it. You're not sure.
Okay.
The Captain Americas are standing in various heroic poses watching around. These are the bravest Captain Americas, too, because they're really in the Crips area at this point. But the Crips are like, yeah, these guys are obviously no threat to us or anyone else.
Yeah. What superhero group are you affiliated with?
Oh, we're with the Avengers of Death. We're trying to avenge people's deaths.
Yeah, there's been a lot of death around here lately. What do you know about it?
People died. It was horrible, and we are going to stop it.
Okay. Do you know where, what time of day? Do you have names?
We all have names. Our parents.
No. Names of the people who died.
Oh, they list off a few vague names and shit. Like, I think Scott died. Didn't Scott die? No, he's gone missing. Phil? No, Phil's definitely dead. Oh, yeah. Etc. Basically, the only extra information you find out is apparently it's not just Baita Baita. some people have actually gotten like not their blood sucked, but like bit the shit out of and died from that.
Oh,
Like a wild animal attack is what they
not
think.
human bites.
Well, no, they don't know. They have no idea, but they suspect that somebody has like a pit bull or something like that, and they're doing shit with it.
Right, right.
One of the guys even suggests something called a pit bull thrower. It's like some sort of big gun, and you load it with a pit bull, and then when you squeeze the trigger, the pit bull shoots out and bites people. This is a very big theory with that guy. The other two don't think so.
Hmm.
Who around here owns dogs? You know the neighborhood?
There's a lot of dogs over there where those gentlemen are. They motion as discreetly as possible toward the Crips who are hanging out and watching these guys as though they know something about their untimely death.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Captain.
They all say, okay.
All right, go assemble someplace else. Bye-bye.
They go off to fight crime.
At this point, I'm thinking surveillance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's making a lot of sense.
You guys are all pretty sure that nothing much is if you think about it, people are driving and walking around a lot, and either they're not finding anything, which seems to be super common, or they're dying horribly. And so essentially you'd be getting a long line of idiots and hoping that they either die in front of you or that nothing happens to you or it happens to them.
Right.
Because apparently there's a lot of idiots wandering around these streets, and it's like a smorgasbord or a buffet table, if you wish, or whatever's feeding on them.
Right, right.
So you're thinking that just walking the streets or driving them, if you're feeling less motivated, doesn't seem to be helping anybody. In fact, the cops are even doing it, and they're not finding shit. So you may have to come up with something a little bit better than the
Stakeout.
Superhero guys.
Okay.
Stakeout.
How about occult lore? Where would vampires want to make their lair?
Go for it. Tell me what you got.
Critical.
Wow. Vampires need a couple of different elements. First, they want somewhere that's dark. If it's dark all the time, Sheila, they like tanning salons. Tanning salons are okay. Let's see. Anyway, Glenn, let's see. Somewhere dark, somewhere that's easy to defend, somewhere that even if dawn suddenly happened, they would have no concern that it will suddenly light up their shit. Somewhere it's very hard to attack, somewhere that's secret, somewhere that is big enough you could fit a lot of people in it if you wanted to. These kind of things.
Okay.
Right.
Probably like a basement of an abandoned building.
Possible, but the problem is that as soon as anything like people running into shit like this happens in an area, all the abandoned buildings are going to be checked pretty quick. I mean, you could run around and check them now if you wanted to, but
I wonder if somebody has a survivalist shed bunker that couldn't be checked without a search warrant.
Bomb shelter in the ghetto.
Sure.
let me ask, have you ever been to a ghetto?
No, I have not.
I see. Yeah. Back in the days when Capernaum Green was a thing in Chicago, and that was like one of the nastiest ghettos ever and very violent shit, I went there because I was with a buddy who needed to go there. And boy, that place sucked ass. But if somebody said, hey, I've got a bomb shelter. I know that's code for I'm going to fucking kill you and rape your dead body when I'm done. So if they actually had a bomb shelter, it would blow my fucking mind.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to give a refill for anybody who goes, what's the only logical place left? So good luck. We're all counting on you. You guys are strolling around looking at the wide, baffling variety of superheroes. In fact, it appears that some people have kind of gone off the script of regular superheroes and made their own.
Okay.
Zero superhero powers seem to be in evidence from anybody.
What about the sewers?
Go ahead and take your refill, Scott. There are many different possible places to enter the sewers. However, tools will probably be needed from like, I'm just going to find a random way down into the sewers and get in there. You will need tools and shit because they try to make it a little hard for normal people to wander into the fucking sewers for reasons.
Okay. First, before I refill, I'm going to play the dissemination and give Russ a round revision.
Okay.
Take that into your hand. And if anybody has a junk card, I'll give them this replenish.
We need to get Sheila talking more too. I haven't heard anything from her in minutes now.
Yeah.
Do you have a junk card, Sheila?
Do we want to keep the mechanical repair?
That
Probably
could come
not.
up really fucking soon if you're trying to get into the sewer, actually. Real soon.
I don't know.
What else you got?
I think I can make mechanical repair.
Because replenish is a pretty sweet card.
Yeah, we want to keep the replenish.
I have lose stun damage. I have a reroll. I have the mechanical repair, and I still holding tight to I can do it.
She's got some amazing cards.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me see if there's anything here. No, I've got it's not as bad as it looks, followed by lose stun damage and clogging greed. So,
I've actually got mechanical repair as a skill, so we probably won't need a +20 card to make it if we need it.
You didn't see me defuse the bomb the other day.
Cartoon missed it by 19. God damn.
Yikes. Okay, I'll just draw less cards if you don't want to take it.
I think I'm holding out.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got some amazingly good cards.
Yeah, I'm happy with my cards too.
Ooh, victory.
All you have to do is thwart the evil menace quicker.
Player's choice. Nice. Okay, checking out the sewers.
Did you want to go by and pick up some tools? I mean, they're not super expensive or anything, but like a heavy pry bar, a crowbar.
We've got
Hey,
a crowbar. We've got a crowbar from Nemzi's safe, so that's in the trunk.
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
gonna
Sheila,
say.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Rock, pop the trunk and let's see what's in there.
It looks as though all the shit in the trunk has been thrown in by uncaring people. And it's like crowbars are on top of delicate electronic components. It's on top of an old sandwich, you know, that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, just toss it in the trunk. And there's like a binocular that's like stuck in the sandwich and shit. It's like,
We also had some night vision goggles
Oh yeah.
from our encounter with Cerberus. I think we'd need to pick up another pair because it was just me and Phil that had them.
Also, I would like to point out that I want you to imagine all the stuff that's been put in the trunk and then shake it up really fucking hard numerous times as the cars keep falling off of cliffs and shit. That's what it is now. There's a lot of broken shit in the trunk also. Pretty much anything that could have broken after the last 4 or 5 times that either you guys or somebody else drove off these same cars off the cliff. Yeah, your shit's all So cut to, it shows the happy shopping trip. Cut back to, it's about 2 p.m. Okay, so you guys are ready. You've got all kinds of shit. You've maxed out your credit cards and you've got night vision and happy shit like that. Right. You've managed to find a kind of discrete sewer cover that you can make the 1920s PI who goes, wow, these really haven't changed much in the last
I know how
many
to use
years
these.
is it? Oh, Jesus, no. Yeah, anyway, a long time. So go ahead and give me a mechanical repair to pop that fucking sewer cover. And if you fail, may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh.
Would you like a card?
We threw that card, didn't we?
No, I've got it.
Oh, you kept the mechanical repair. Ooh, good.
All right, trade it to Scott.
All right.
Trade you the victory. Pick that up.
All right. Well, good luck finding it. I dropped it on there.
I was going to say, you can just put it on top of it.
I'm just going to play it.
Yeah.
You can drag it to people's faces, and that'll show up. That'll bring up a trade dialogue.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh.
I think it has to be in your hand when you drag it.
Okay.
Otherwise, right-click on it, and it has the pickup option and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dragged mine to your face.
Okay.
You drag yours to mine.
When you drag it to the face and let go, it should bring up a box on his screen that says trade cards, and he drags into the empty box.
It worked.
We did it.
Hooray!
Mechanical repair plus 20. Rolling. Made it by half.
Nice. Eventually you manage to open it up. It's not a really fast process and stuff. And it is very much a movie-style sewer, but it's not extremely large down here. Let me give you a little idea of the kind of sewer that you're working in here. And reveal. There you go. As you can see, trying to go anything other than in line is kind of a fucking painful thing for two of you.
All right. So we got our holy water, we got our steaks, we got our garlic necklaces.
Yes, you do.
Fishing goggles, so we don't have to turn on any lights. We got flashlights in case the night vision goggles get broken.
You know they will. Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody will hit you in the fucking face, your first combat encounter, and I'll do that.
Yeah. What else do we want to have with us?
I have my gun.
Yeah, I got my gun too.
Good.
Got my gun.
And I got my sword trick pocket. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's very echoey and shit down here.
All right. Well, let's try and stealthily make our way through the sewers and see how that works.
Cool. Now, I'm not doing like individual mapping things because there's nothing more fucking boring than individually mapping. So I'm just going to tell you kind of what your options are. And fortunately, you guys went in the shitty area of downtown, so there's pretty much two options. There's one tunnel that's been caved in. Cool. Or the other one, which eventually takes you about where you want to go. There's a lot more tunnels. You guys spend a lot of time going, oh, this tunnel didn't go very far. There's just a couple feet. Nobody gives a shit. Eventually, you manage to find apparently a lair of vampires or some shit.
Ooh.
It's not good, but it's a lot easier than you thought it would be. That's disappointing to you because they immediately decide they don't like you, which is totally unfair of them. They should like you. Hold on a second. Sewers. That's what happens when you get too many fucking notes.
So we couldn't stealth up to it?
Oh no, you're gonna be trying that, but
okay.
Vampire's really good at
yeah.
So let's see here. All right, everybody give me what is everybody's approximate stealth skill? You're doing opposed rolls for this.
60.
60? Good, good. You're going to be rolling a 50 or less.
60.
70.
50 or less. 60 or less.
All right.
Made it.
Holy shit.
Success at a quarter.
And then Sheila decides
I
to
did
kick
not
a
make
fucking
it.
skull down
I'm
the
gonna-
fucking tunnel into the lair, and then it hits the crotch of one of the guys who lets out a scream and points at her.
And then I re-roll.
Oh, good.
My
Yeah.
card.
Oh, okay. If you insist, it's up to you. I'm not saying that this is going to go badly or anything if you don't.
Put that over there.
Why would you want to re-roll an 84? Just because the other guys have ninja masks on and are stopping and looking at you like, what happened?
All right, I still did not get it.
No problem. You didn't kick the skull quite into his crotch. It just made a crunching noise, and everything turned this way and looked because, you know, they're unholy, evil shit or something. It looks like there's quite a few of them. You're going to guess around 20s or more. You're not sure.
Shit.
Yeah, and they all. And the really scary part is that they all seem to be superheroes of some sort. They're all dressed as different superheroes, and they were like eating rats and stuff like that. And let's see, there's also, just so you guys know, if you want to cross the scary place, there's two different ways out of here. One of which looks super fucking narrow, like you need a contortions roll to get through that. And the other one goes into some other room thing. But yeah, in here, it looks like a lot of fucking superheroes and shit.
I point down the hallway opposite, away from the vampires, and
Oh no, all the vampires are looking at you guys. She made noise. They were, yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are going to be entering your dramatic combat and stuff now, which is awesome. So
Reroll.
I can toss a hero re-roll on it, maybe.
why would you want to? I mean,
yes.
there's nothing. There's no. You're gonna,
Let's
you know,
see.
it'll be awesome to fight these guys. You can take
All
them.
20 of them.
Yeah.
Much
All right.
better or less.
It shows the skull hitting the guy in the crotch again. He's like, we're back to that.
it's okay. I did this the other day. I went through 7 conviction points trying to defuse a bomb.
We're redoing it again, marking it off.
Damn. It just shows her booting the skull with wild abandon.
Made it.
Yay. Okay,
I'm
you guys.
quiet.
Yay. You guys sneak up. Essentially, there's 20 of them, and they're all dressed as various superheroes, some of which are dressed in, like, one guy is addressing another as Thor 2, Spider-Man 3, etc. And they're just sitting around talking about the Masters. It's like, what do you think the Masters will have us do? I think it will have us grab more and bring them here. We need to get less Spider-Man. We have 3 of them already. Yeah, you're right. We don't need Spider-Man 4. What do we need? What about an Incredible Hulk? Oh, it is very hard to find the Incredible Hulk. Give me that rat leg. It's my rat leg. Mine. So that's the kind of shit that they're talking about. And, you know, they're obviously keeping watch over the other tunnel that goes off here. It's completely dark here. There's not even like the normal hero lights, like glowing mushrooms, will-o'-the-wisps hanging out for no reason, etc. Pretty much if you had no light source, you'd be fucked. But everybody seems able to see, except you, which is totally not the right way it's supposed to go.
Go back the way we came.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We leave.
All of them go, what was that? when he says, go back the way we came, when he whispered it, all of them stopped talking at once.
All right, we'll leave as quietly as we can.
Oh, all right. Well, if you guys insist, everybody give me one last stealth roll, same as before. You can do it! Not Russ.
Do I need to make it opposed?
No.
Woo! It shows her just fucking boot the skull and it bounces off of it. Yeah, it's still opposed because they're all listening now because they thought they heard a whisper and they're all fucking on edge.
Okay, then I missed it.